When investigators arrive at a crime scene, the smallest detail can make the biggest difference. A single fingerprint, a drop of blood, or even microscopic fibers can reveal what really happened and who was responsible. Forensic science has transformed criminal investigations, helping detectives solve cases that once seemed impossible. Today, we're looking at 7 of the most important types of forensic evidence and how they help investigators uncover the truth. One of the most powerful tools in modern forensic science is genetic evidence. Every person has a unique genetic profile, which means biological material left behind at a crime scene can often identify exactly who was there. Investigators can recover this type of evidence from blood, saliva, hair roots, or even tiny skin cells. Once collected, scientists analyze the genetic material and compare it to profiles stored in criminal databases or to specific suspects. Over the past few decades, this kind of testing has helped solve thousands of cases, including crimes that went unsolved for years or even decades. Because of its accuracy, genetic analysis has become one of the most trusted tools in modern criminal investigations. But long before genetic evidence became widely used, investigators relied on another powerful piece of evidence. Fingerprint evidence has been used in criminal investigations for more than a century. The ridges and patterns on our fingertips are completely unique, meaning no two people share the same fingerprint. When a person touches a surface, they can leave behind oils and sweat that form what investigators call a latent fingerprint. Forensic specialists use powders, chemicals, and special lighting techniques to reveal those prints. Once recovered, they can be compared to fingerprint databases or known suspects. Fingerprint evidence has helped identify criminals, place suspects at crime scenes, and confirm identities in countless investigations. Even today, despite advances in technology, fingerprint analysis remains one of the most widely used forensic techniques in the world. While fingerprints can show who touched something, other types of evidence can reveal exactly how a crime unfolded. Bloodstain pattern analysis helps investigators understand the events that took place during a violent crime. By studying the size, shape, and direction of bloodstains, analysts can determine things like the position of a victim, the type of weapon used, and even the sequence of events. For example, high-velocity blood spatter may indicate a gunshot, while larger drops may suggest blunt force trauma. Patterns on walls, floors, and clothing can help reconstruct what happened at the scene. Although this technique requires careful interpretation, it can provide important clues about how a crime occurred. Sometimes the smallest pieces of evidence can tell investigators the most. Trace evidence refers to tiny materials that transfer during contact between people, objects, or environments. This can include hair, fibers, glass fragments, soil, paint particles. These materials may seem insignificant, but under a microscope, they can provide powerful clues. For example, fibers from a suspect's clothing might be found on a victim, or soil from a crime scene might be discovered on a suspect's shoes. Because trace evidence can link people and places together, it often plays a crucial role in building a case. Another type of forensic evidence focuses on firearms. Ballistics is the study of firearms, bullets, and how they behave when fired. When a gun is used in a crime, it can leave behind several types of evidence. Firearms leave unique microscopic markings on bullets and casings as they pass through the weapon. Forensic experts can compare those markings under a microscope to determine whether a particular firearm was used in a crime. Ballistics can help identify the weapon, link multiple crime scenes together, and sometimes even determine where a shooter was standing. In today's world, some of the most important evidence isn't physical at all. Digital forensics has become increasingly important in modern investigations. Computers, smartphones, and online accounts often contain valuable evidence about a person's activities. Investigators may analyze text messages, emails, internet searches, location data, deleted files. Even information that someone believes has been erased can often be recovered by forensic specialists. Digital evidence can help establish timelines, identify suspects, and reveal motives behind crimes. As technology continues to evolve, digital forensics is becoming one of the fastest growing areas in criminal investigations. Finally, one of the most traditional forms of forensic evidence is still incredibly important today. Forensic science has revolutionized the way crimes are investigated. From genetic evidence and fingerprints to digital evidence and microscopic traces, these techniques help investigators uncover the truth, even when a case seems impossible to solve. And as technology continues to advance, forensic evidence will only become more powerful. If you enjoy learning about real investigations and the science behind them, make sure to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next case.